Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We will be jumping into our next reading. So let's dive in. Let's see who we're reading for. Wow, Aries. Okay, Aries, Aries, Aries. Interesting. Aries, people in placements. What's the vibe for the tribe? Aries, people in placements. I see a new beginning for you in something. Maybe something you're investing in, passional, your energy towards. Yeah, something was unjust in the past. This could be a contract. I see you balancing something out. Things could be balancing out in your life. You could be, it's kind of giving like pH balancing, right? So maybe you're taking care of your body, or there could have been something very acidic that you're now neutralizing kind of energy. Yeah, Eight of Swords. This could have been some kind of, I heard tirade, mental tirade. I don't know what that means. Maybe, what does tirade mean? I wonder. Alrighty, it says a long, angry speech of criticism or accusation, a tirade of abuse. So you could have been dealing with a tirade of abuse for show, but it looks like this. You're coming out of this. You're looking towards the future. Tell me more for Aries. You could be planting things or planting seeds. I see a lot of new beginnings for you. Yeah, somebody was like trying to project like a lack of success towards you. This could have been an Aquarius or somebody was lying on you in the past. I think this person is quite distant from you now. Anything else for Aries from the highest teams of love and light? Yeah, there's a lot of healing going on. You could be focusing on your health. Health. This person could have tried to like pretend they were helping you as well, but I don't think it was genuine. Maybe they were like kind of throwing rocks and hiding their hands, seeing what would come of it. Very petty behavior. Usually, this is only a man that does this kind of stuff. Yeah, a lot of fighting. Yeah, they wanted to throw off your stability, but it looks like you're actually moving towards greater stability. So, or you could be defending yourself against this person, like fighting back, either energetically with words, defending yourself, things like that. Yeah, this person was literally trying to harm you. Right? Sorry, I don't know how to use this new camera. But blessings, blessings, amen. May we all be protected, amen. Okay, let's see if we can get some juicy messages for Aries from highest teams of love and light. Valuable, important, vital messages for Aries. I heard take your time, Aries. So maybe you feel like you're kind of, in some kind of rush or something, but I think everything here is being divinely orchestrated in some way. Tell me more for Aries. Somebody here could like race cars or NASCAR. Maybe that's like a hint here or something. Aries. I heard Italian, so take it as you will. Or there's somebody here could be Middle Eastern, maybe even. Aries. Nice teams of love and light. Valuable messages for Aries. Someone here could like hot food, like spicy food, like peppers. I like peppers. God is the head of this household. Yeah, so maybe somebody who's trying to play God in your life or something like that. It says remembering parts of your soul. That's beautiful. So maybe you're activating like past lives or like more ancestral wisdom, like really coming into like more of your gifts and talents. Maybe you didn't even realize your entire life that you had these kind of things, right? They're trash. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you gotta flush that shit down the chute. They would rather have you do all the work and the connection. So very lazy, very entitled. Yeah, this is somebody very mature, very childish. I'm hearing like a baby, like a toddler crying. Like, but very, like, when kids, like, I don't know, I don't have kids, but, I would assume they do this. They'll do, like, fake cry. I'm seeing, like, a boy that's, like, fake crying just to get attention. They did games, silent treatment. Yeah, interesting. They want to feed off your soul. So this could be somebody who's trying to use your energy or take away your soul, lower your frequency, literally eat you up, spit you out, sacrifice you, maybe even, murder. Detach, but don't disassociate. Attach to your reality. Interesting. So there could be like you shifting between realities at this time as well. Insecure people feel intimidated by others, right? They see enemies where there is none. Do what you're being guided to do by the guides. So yeah, there could be like strange occurrences that are happening, or there could be like synchronistic events that you're being guided to act on, or instincts as well. It says they don't want you to get activated. And so they don't want you to wake up or come into your power, or either I'm seeing somebody like a gardener, like you could like be planting seeds in your life kind of energy. They didn't want that. This could have been somebody who was literally trying to like poison the soil or something so that nothing would grow kind of energy. This could be more of like a metaphor, like maybe your mindset, your life, your feelings, things like that. Someone around them guides them down the wrong path. So they could be involved with a lot of nefarious people around them that give them bad advice. And usually that's just, birds of a feather flock together. Stupid is stupid as stupid do. Always follow divine law. Yeah, so there is something here about balancing with the justice here. There is going to be this kind of balancing. I heard rectification. What does rectification mean? Rectification. The action of putting something right. Nice. Okay. Okay, I like that. Alrighty. Let's get you your actions. For Aries, what is their advice or actions from the highest timeline? Guardians and guides, Angel Michael. Aries. You could be reflecting a lot on the past. Yeah, there's something about attaining something. It's like you've gone within. Interesting. Eight of Swords twice out here. Interesting. Yeah, somebody really wanted you trapped in your head, but I'm seeing rebirth, changes, decisions, opportunity, and truth. So you could be like realizing a lot, which gets you out of your head, like realizing where the negative energy is coming from type energy. Yeah, I was just going to say that in sleep, like your dreams could be revealing something. Like you could be praying right before sleep because you can see her hands are like kind of folded. So that could be really important for you before you sleep to ask for protection from your guardians, guides, and angels, to give your thanks for the day, things like that. Yeah, and there's something about defending or fighting for your position with the Seven of Wands on the top of the deck. Let's get you one of these. Aries from highest team, timeline. Something about making a wish could be relevant. Yeah, somebody who didn't want you to complete a cycle. Maybe they wanted you to like stay stuck in a loop of pain or sadness or lack of success. I'm seeing the Phantom of the Opera, like where she's in the graveyard or something, like, and there's like the Phantom of the Opera is singing to her or something, like trying to lure her into a grave. Yeah, very sussy. So this person wanted you like trapped or very vulnerable. But it looks like you're flowing and flowing away from this, and by the looks of it. So you're very protected. It's almost like a life raft has been given to you, has been thrown out to you. This could have been like a deadly situation of some sort. This person could have been manipulating your emotions. Yeah, they could have been like trying to get you to provide services to them for nothing kind of energy. Just taking, stealing, grabbing. I think this is something that you needed to move away from. Yeah, there's something about honoring yourself. You could be like enjoying what brings you joy more because you can see in this card. I don't know. There's something about like rekindling the relationship with yourself or with somebody else. This could be somebody new to you, perhaps. Let's get you a white light for Aries. The highest teams have 11 light valuable messages from their spirit team. Yeah, so this was something extremely negative. There was a really strong need for you to tap into like a fierce kind of protecting energy. Like the Yeshi Sogal is about overcoming negativities. With the tiger mount there, it's a very powerful mount. It's like overcoming extreme negativities. It's like Sekhmet energy. Yeah, Spirit Owl here. So flying above. Let's go ahead and read Spirit Owl. Do 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 do. Maybe somebody was playing a game with you. I'm seeing Willy Wonka, but the Johnny Depp version. You know what I was hearing today? Like I saw this comment section on TikTok and how many people were like really ashamed of themselves for like supporting Johnny Depp years ago when they were going to trial with Amber Heard, and Johnny Depp had obviously paid for a lot of press and to sway the narrative. But even at that time, I remember getting in fights with people because I was totally on Amber Heard's side. Because it's just ridiculous how we blame the victim sometimes. So maybe that's relatable here or something like that. But maybe the name Amber is relevant. But let's see, Spirit Owl. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purposes and progress. It's not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking. Yeah, there's something about like easily, like slowly but steadily kind of opening yourself up to this. You don't need to rush and like swing open the door. There's something about like easing your way into the water kind of energy. Living and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. So this could be about changing those, and that's not instant at all. That takes work. That takes analysis. That takes like consciously elevating your frequency, consciously elevating your mindset, your thoughts, so that they are in a match for the higher frequency realities that you are, or timelines that you're quantum entangling with. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. I like that. Spirit Owl is the wisdom bearer, the one who perceives the intended meaning underlying words and the truth behind appearances. So you could be somebody who you can't really bullshit, or you could be like sensing things. Even in darkness, Spirit Owl senses subtle movements with accuracy. The heightened senses of Spirit Owl are akin to the supernatural perception of the higher self. Your higher self sees through illusion. With compassion, it astutely recognizes the agendas of the ego and tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find a constructive way to express its loving purpose. Spirit Owl enhances your connection to your higher self, guiding you beneath the compelling nature of appearances where a vastly different and spiritually empowering perspective is available. So it's kind of like, I think there's like that old fable or myth from like Shakespeare time where it's like she had to like choose out of three different chests which one was the one with the key or something like that. And I think she ended up choosing, like, sometimes like the golden one is not the one to go for, right? So let's see. Sorry, just give me a second. Yeah. From such heightened awareness, you accurately intuit the complex drives at work in yourself or others. This makes it easier to have compassion outwit negativity, yeah, so you are overcoming something negative, and make decisions that are helpful and healing rather than adding to the confusion or disorder. So very clear, right? So when Spirit Owl appears in a reading, a mystery is soon to be solved, and the ensuing clarity brings relief and spiritual reward. As Spirit Owl is a message bearer, the oracle is also a positive omen for your future, a sign that the seemingly impossible or impenetrable situation is unraveling. So I just heard somebody like revving their engine. So you could get ready to kind of go, go, go. It's like you're kind of going to beat the race. 852 hertz is a frequency of higher self connection, which favors the clearing of the mind and an awakening of genuine insight and higher understanding. So you could be noticing you're reaching these states when you're like maybe away from like podcasts, when you're just like doing the dishes, taking a shower. The frequency of 852 hertz opens one to perceive light and communicate. I'm seeing The Shining. Perceive light and communicate with the realms of the higher light beings. With such clarity of mind, it's easy to recognize lower level beings who do not operate from unconditional love and pure wisdom. So it's kind of like in that movie How He Got Possessed, right? The husband was kind of a lower frequency soul, right? And all about, control and such. And so he got possessed by the hotel. There's no attraction to such beings, but a compassionate attitude towards them. What attracts the soul at the high frequency is pure light of wisdom, grace, and spiritual liberation. So this could be about you, like astutely kind of recognizing who to work with, who not to allow into your life or energy or frequency, to which the soul is drawn to for nourishment and restoration. 122 could be relevant. When we are thirsty, we don't reach for the empty glass, we reach for the one that's full. Seek nourishment that truly offers what you need. There is no sense in seeking something another cannot provide because of their spiritual limitations. You can only find it from those who are able to give it. Keep this in mind as you awaken the inner eye of wisdom. So you could be like reflecting a lot on the past or learning from the past. I saw the Six of Cups. Seek the purest love to nourish your heart and share it freely. So you might need to meet people who have the right emotional connection and frequency as well. You don't want to be around people that are like just totally, you can't even understand them because they're operating in such a weird place, right? You want people that understand or have the same values as you. 852 hertz is a love-enhancing, freedom-generating frequency of the visionary. So this love always starts with the self, right, and God. The third eye of the soul is the awakened inner eye, which sees things as they are without fear because there is knowledge that healing is possible, right? So you have nothing to fear, especially with God. But you should see things truly. Don't be in Delulu land, kind of, unless you're manifesting something that you'd like. But still, we are ready for such vision when our hearts are ready to be free. Then we're prepared to stop fantasizing, start creating, and act with more wisdom because we have more clarity. The Oracle of Spirit Owl of 852 hertz reconnects you with your authentic soul path and higher purpose. It is a sign that your mind is tuning into something true. So you could be getting it onto your path as well. It augurs clear seeing and higher understanding. You'll be freed from a struggle and set on a creative, empowering, and effective path of manifestation. This is a blessing of creative psychological fire. Trust that the more you let go, the more you experience renewal and stunning spiritual rebirth. The past is truly over and a new era is dawning. Beautiful. This could be about contracts, people, relationships. Let's get you some extra juicy messages. I'm hearing Leo in my head, Aries. You could have been dealing with Leo, Aries, people in placements from the highest teams of love and light, most valuable. You could have changed, or there's something about you that's changed, so your reality is matching it. Like maybe you know more now, right? You have those new understandings. Someone could have tried to like make you doubt yourself or doubt what you were understanding as well. You could be going on more walks or something like that. Aries. Or you could be very determined. Oh my god. I'm seeing dodgeball. Alrighty. It says reschedule things. Interesting. Yeah, we do have some intense transits this week. So I think they said like there's no kind of main aspects near the end of October, the end of September, but on October it will kind of like start up again. Always follow divine law, right? We already saw that. I loved you when I saw you. I don't know, it's kind of sideways, kind of reverse. This person could have hated you, right? Were they treating you with love is another question. False twin flame, exactly. So this person could lie a lot, right? We did see the Seven of Swords, I believe. Yeah, we did. God is infinite abundance, right? So you have nothing to fear. You have everything to gain. Do what you're being guided to do. Love. Keep your ideas to yourself. Okay, interesting. They're trash, right? Okay. So make sure you're kind of like censoring maybe who you tell what. You don't have to be nice to nobody, right? Because that's just like a construct and conditioning we create so that you can be a slave to others. And people who are abusive want you to think that. They want you to lower frequency and believe in your victimhood. They don't know how to relate to others other than through abuse. So this is somebody who didn't heal, even if, they kind of picked up whatever their abusers did to them, and now they're acting as the abuser for the rest of their lives because they don't heal. This is somebody probably potentially ignorant, neglectful, and they don't change. They don't want to change. Someone very stubborn, someone very fixed. So it's like whatever they've been imprinted on, they're going to repeat. Ipos could be a demon or spirit with themes relevant to your praying mantis. Interesting. That could be a spirit animal that's relevant and kind of the way he moves, right? Very graceful but not rushing and very precise. Try to dim / control / destroy your light. So they don't want you to see things. Embrace changes here. Unlocking. Beautiful. Tried to slander your name. And steal, this person could have been trying to steal something, but shed ties of fulfilling other people's expectations. Beautiful. Ooh, we have on the top of the deck Karma of Kutahala, 43. We might check that out a little bit. I'm seeing Spain. Maybe you're going on a vacation there or something like that, or that could be relevant. Okay. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience, so commit to what truly ignites the heart and don't be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you're seeking to make a commitment, do so when it connects you to your heart, so don't feel rushed into a contract or commitment. Follow the genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail, you shall arise. The more that you kind of focus on the higher frequency, you can see the bird flying towards the light, that will really guide you towards the next best action. Kutahala is a Sanskrit term that translates as that which excites wonder, even if it doesn't seem like it leads us anywhere practical. Following our bliss allows for something beautiful and deeply fulfilling to unfold. We often pursue what is sensible and secure, yet what could be more appropriate or divinely and delightfully inappropriate than pursuing a path so intoxicating, so fascinating, so utterly mesmerizing to the spirit that no matter what challenges arise, you feel so much love and commitment and passion that you do not turn away. So it's that faith that manifests, right? This is the stuff of potential greatness. We might call it being led by our hearts. Kutahala is permission to do just that. So listen to your feelings and emotions. The shadow side or unconscious pursuit of Kutahala is seen when we chase our bliss in such a way nothing ever genuine gets the chance to mature. We might be lured by greener grass or chase after every new possibility like a butterfly flitting from place to place. This doesn't involve the heart, but rather restless mind, which acts from fear and avoidance rather than using passionate devotion as its foundation. I did see restlessness, but I think this was something in the past, or maybe somebody was projecting this onto you, trying to make you feel rushed or worried. The commitment that emerges out of true Kutahala is not about clipping one's wings, but about growing them and learning how to fly skillfully. Without commitment, it's maybe somebody's trying to clip your wings or keep you small and then say, oh, look at you, broken bird, you can't do shit, right? Without commitment, one takes a leap, tries to fly, fails, rather than going through the process again until there's an understanding that leads to mastery. One tries to ride a bike, so there's something about not giving up, like trying different methods, strategies, continuing on with persistence. There is inherent wisdom in Kutahala. Let yourself be truly excited and inspired. Allow yourself to stumble, to not know, and become the holy mess that precedes the sacred rebirth. When your attraction is, I heard something about like sometimes if you're like trying to be creative, it's something, it is great to have like clean things and it really clears the mind, and that's important too. But sometimes there is something cathartic about just kind of like allowing the creative flow to take over, right? Like those artists that like have murals everywhere and paint everywhere, right? When your attraction is deep and soulful, you have the capacity to stay the course even through difficulties. Don't allow the ego to tell you that the struggle must be a sign a path isn't right for you and thus drag you away in search of a substitute paradise. The oracle of karma of Kutahala relates to those times when you are just discovering the path, feeling inexplicably fascinated by something and encouraged to explore just what the true nature of the fascination is. Then the karma of wonder is guiding us to fulfill the deepest longings of the soul and attain spiritual freedom in the process. Interesting. So there could be something about like this spiritual work or experiences that help you develop that. We often think of karma as negative, but positive karma is our connection to guiding grace, the soul's delight, and empowers us to live with joy and rapture. We did say something about rebalancing, right? We can cultivate positive karma in the way we live our life, from the heart with forgiveness, a sense of worth, and gentleness in our heart. So this is about intention, right? This oracle guides you towards spiritual empowerment, your ability even today to create something positive, gracious, and loving. What ways of being and which practices enhance your ability to be a generator of positive karma in this lifetime? Small steps can lead to great accomplishments when we stick to the past. Be patient in your passion, and you will go far. The oracle encourages you to recognize that in its own inimitable way, spirit is practical. It just tends to go via the deliriously rapturous, astonishing, and deeply healing routes. Trust what you love, and let your heart lead you. Interesting. You and your life shall become luminous, sanctified in the grace of alchemical transformation. An unexpected and miraculous arising is at hand. I'm seeing a fire, like a bonfire. Interesting. So this could be about letting go of a lot as well, but I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.